Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fund. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Hail to all, where we do not kneel. Hail to all. Now come on, Hollywood. Stop smelling your own farts. You might get mistaken for arse sniffers. Remember, when you go woke, you go broke. Hail to the Phantom Menace. Every now and then, I check out CBR, and of course, bunch of dribble. Another word is claptrap. Steve Rogers wasn't a hero. Yeah, Memorial Day weekend. Today is Memorial Day. And what is up with this shit? How unfucking American can you be? Communist business routine is what CBR stands for. So basically, how unpatriotic can you be? Unfrickin' believable. Wasn't a hero for becoming Captain America. He was selfish. Captain America is one of the most important characters in Marvel history, and without him, many of the great stories of the Marvel Universe would not happen or wouldn't be the same. Can we call that sentence hyperbole? Because you're probably about to say some other stuff. He is central to the entire framework of Marvel storytelling, and Captain America is emblematic of justice, honesty, perseverance, making him the ultimate culmination of the American ideal. However, the decision for Steve Rogers to become Captain America is inherently selfish. I say you're inherently full of crap. There. Steve was rejected from the military due to his small nature and health issues. But his life changes when he is invited to join the Super Soldier program, which is how he becomes Captain America. However, when removing the context of what he would become, the decision is selfish. Once again, I say you're full of claptrap. His decision was patriotic, and you're full of shit. Rather than contribute in the ways best suited to him, so he's supposed to stay in his lane and not aspire to become better? Yeah. Go somewhere else where you can have that kind of thing, you know? Go to, say, a communist country. You might be more happier there. Steve's choice to become Captain America is rooted in fetishization. So it's a fetish of hyper-masculine. Man, you're either a man or you're not a man. You're either a woman or you're not a woman. You know? You're either this certain thing that is what is considered a hero. And basically, this character risked his life to go through an experiment to do good. How is that machismo, like you're saying here with fancy fucking words, rather than an innate desire to do good for his country? How about he had a desire to do good for his country? How about he was a Boy Scout? How about that? This is a bold claim against America's golden boy, yet the context matters. Your context is full of crap. Once again, I will say your context is full of crap. Go to a communist country and write about those people. Steve is initially somewhat unfit to serve. Yeah, he was unfit to serve because of his medical conditions. It's not his fault. That's the way he was born. He had health issues, asthma. You know, he was a small stature. And you go on about this contrivance of yours. You've contrived this. You've inserted your Access Media opinion that we didn't want and we didn't ask for. We know who Captain Marvel is, and we definitely know who you are now. He could have tried becoming a merchant marine. Merchant marine? Do you have any idea what a merchant marine is? Jeez. So let's see what a merchant marine is, shall we? The U.S. Maritime Service, or U.S. Merchant Marine. The United States Maritime Service was by law the official training organization for the U.S. Merchant Marine. It trained men in the U.S. Merchant Marine and the U.S. Army Transport Service to transport supplies and personnel in the largest fleet of freighters, tankers, transports in history to bases all over the world for U.S. and Allied forces. Men at the fronts depended on the important services for bombs, gasoline, shells, ammunition, food, guns, vehicles, planes, medicine, basically all the materials that needed transported. And so that's basic what the Merchant Marine is. Merchant Marine is a fleet of ships which carries imports, exports during peacetime and becomes a naval auxiliary during wartime to deliver troops. So there's a summary of what that is. So it is understandable for a young man to want to prove himself to his peers and country, and yet, even if deep down his intentions, are altruistic, the steps he takes to pursue those instincts are selfish. In Steve's mind, there was only one way to contribute to the war, and just happens to be the way he wants to contribute. What are you talking about? Altruism, ugly side? Why don't you just say man bad, white man bad? Why don't you just say stuff like that? Why don't you just say they're a bunch of ists? You know, why don't you just say that? Why don't you say really what you want to say? Why are you hem-hawing? I swear you would fit right in with a communist country. You'd be right at home. Captain America is known for his altruism and his willingness to sacrifice everything. Yeah, sacrifice everything to serve his country. Have you not fucking heard of that? For what he believes to be right, yet there is something selfish within that, because Cap's altruism, there's a word again. How about patriotism? You ever hear that word? Captain America was a patriot. He was red, white, and blue personification. The hell is wrong with you? Just look at the catastrophic violence that breaks out in the Civil War comics arc as well. Hey, dumbass. It's fiction. Civil War comic was fiction. It's a story. The events happen, but Cap is uncompromising and nothing will shake his worldview. That's because he's got an opinion and a view. Everybody has a worldview. Everybody has an opinion. And the majority of us, we tend to keep some opinions to ourselves. Well, this is a quote. The requirement that we stand up for what we believe no matter the odds or the consequences, Cap says in The Amazing Spider-Man Civil War story by J. Michael Straczynski? I might be saying that wrong. And art by Ron Grammy. When the mob and the press, the whole world, tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside a river of truth and tell the whole world, no, you move. This quote would also be adapted in the film with Sharon Carter saying it, inspiring Cap to stand his ground in regards to the Sokovia Accords. Well, what's wrong with standing your ground when you believe in something? Yeah? What's wrong with that? This quote highlights Cap's tendency to respond to things with violence. In fact, Cap is an impulsive person, and his first response to opposition to beat it down. You know, this is just full crap. Cap fights for good causes. Cap don't put up with shit. He sure as hell don't put up with liver-lilied folks like yourself. This may seem like a condemnation, but it's not. That's a contradiction. After all, not everything Cap does is selfish. Captain America's not selfish. You're full of crap. Full of crap. The Avengers Endgame is... Oh, man. My God. This is bad. Psychoanalyzing a comic book character may seem trite. Psychoanalyzing. Really? Well, may seem trite, but you know what? I'm pretty sure you're being pretty trite, I gotta say. But there's good reason to do so for it. It makes Captain America more human. No, you're putting him in a box he never was in. You're painting a picture of Captain America that's never existed. It may also help readers and moviegoers better understand Steve Rogers in and out of Captain America uniform. As a character, it is easier to write him off as the archetype of American machismo. You know, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of American machoism here and there. Just a little. Doesn't hurt. Now, 100%, that's just too much. But hey, that's what America is a little bit, you know. About our heroes. On Memorial Day, you write this crap? How disrespectful can you be to our service men and women? Man. You know, I'm sure there's a communist country somewhere that would love to have you to write their propaganda. Hail to the Phantom Menace, and I read this article, so you don't have to. Hail. Stay frosty. Keep your head in a swivel. Hail to the Phantom Menace. Share, like, subscribe. Smash the bell for notifications. Be well.
Please subscribe to Bear Nerd Fun. Smash the like button. Goodbye.
Say hello. Hello. Say hello. Say nerd fun. Nerd fun. Nerd fun. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Hail to the